welcome to my knitting podcast. My name is Yolanda and I'm coming to you from the Netherlands. Thank you so much for joining me or welcome back. It is great to have you here. Today we're gonna draw another number for the 12 castons of 2024 and I will show you the progress of my last draw. So my last draw was along the garden path cloth, and that one is not a surprise that it is finished. So here it is. So I made this out of drops cotton light. I think it is an acrylic with cotton, and I have many washcloths made out of these and they hold up very well. So that was an easy knit and I liked it. Yeah, it was enjoyable and it is really nice and soft. So as I already said, I will start off a spin when I am working on a washcloth. So I did. I chose some white fiber and that ended up being a pain to draft. So I had to put it to the drum card. So I filmed all that and maybe I will put it up as a separate video because it became quite long and well, I think some people might benefit from it by learning something. So I will put a short clip in here to show you what I experienced, what I did on the drop card, and after that a little bit of spinning. So I want to start spinning this lovely fiber. It does not have a name, but sparkly stuff is definitely nylon and not just stellina. The card only says mill ends and I can feel that it is a bit compacted, so it is a little bit hard to draft. So I just pre-draft it a bit and see if this works better. So when I saw this bundle of white fluff, I immediately thought about one of my cast-on projects, which were the beautiful white socks. So I'm not sure if I can spin this as I would like to. Depends on how it's drafting better now or not. If I can make this a nice thin thread, I might spin for the socks. So I make my own sock yarn. Since this feels like there is a lot of nylon in there, that might work very well. I got one bag, which is about 100 grams. So all in all together, that might work very well. We will see how this goes. For now it does not draft very smoothly, but then again the bobbin is also still empty, which also makes it always a bit harder to get a nice drafting, because it pulls quite hard, as I feel it right now. So that will get better soon. Preferably I would get a little bit more fluffier yarn. It's really dense right now. Maybe I will try spinning over the folds in a bit. Definitely doesn't want to be a consistent thread at the moment. But we'll give it some time. all fails, I will put it through my drum carder. That will definitely help. So let's just have a look how fluffy this bed is. This is seriously cloud material. So there are many things you can spin this bed. You can just rip off a piece and spin it. You can strip it like this, going back and forth, and you will end up a very long strip, which you can spin as if it is roving words. What I like to do is just tear off a bit like this, just one strip. And then spread it out a bit. If you have little sticks or rods, of course you can roll it around that, but you can also just roll it up like it is right now. And here you have yourself a rowleg, a very beautiful and fluffy rowleg. This is absolutely much better than it was. Way better than it was. Really nice. Still pulling a bit hard on just turn it, but I know as soon as the bobbin gets a little bit fuller, that whole pulling is over. So I think you can also zigzag the thread. I'll just go as it is right now. So the spinning is done and it turned out pretty nice. So I will remove this from the bobbin now. I'll just wind it for this moment. I will put it on a niddy noddy or skein it with a Swift, and then I will soak and wash it. But first I want to start a new project. Because yeah, this is 100 gram finished. So we have a finished skein, and this is 100 grams. And this is how it looks. It is not washed yet, and I will, because it is dirty. It feels like there is some grease in there, and well, it is very nice. I cannot say if this is sport weight. Probably close to sport weight. So the plan was maybe I will use it for the socks that are also in my queue. Who knows? Depends on when the socks pop up and when I wash this and how long it takes to dry, because we have not such great weather to dry anything outside. Indoors, different story. I can hang it in the bathroom, no problem. So I took out a second bag, and that was blue fibers, larger and smaller quantities. I mixed it up. So the first half was all the little bits, and the second half, the second ply, was just striped with the teal and the dark blue. And then I made a center pull ball, and then I applied inside and outside. So the next project I've chosen is a nice collection of all blue yarn, blue fibers. So I will split these in smaller parts, and I'll just random pick them and spin them up. So that will be a very nice and marbled skein, hopefully, in the end. So I spun up all the fiber that I showed you earlier. Um, the light colors are underneath, and I ended up striping the dark and the greenish teal for the second ply. So I will make a center pull ball now, and then I will start plying. And this is how it looks. So this is just a very nice and marbled skein. And there are some colors in there which probably you can't see. We have very little daylight at the moment. So yes, well, I will wash this too and measure it and then make a note and hang it on the skein because it will go in my stash, because for now I don't really have a plan for it. But all in all, I really love the spinning. I really enjoy it. I can just sit and spin and watch a YouTube video or listen to some music. It's really nice. Then again, it is a very nice setting, this house. I will look at the garden at the moment. And the other way, there's the front garden. There's always something going on. And yeah, it's very nice. All right, it's time to draw a new number and see what comes up, what I will be working on from tomorrow on, next 3 days. So my little ball is still here. Mix them up, and there it is. And this is number 2, half of it. It's okay. We have fireworks here and the dog just absolutely doesn't like it. I don't think any animal likes it, to be honest. And it's getting earlier and earlier every year, but yeah, it's just what we have to live with for the moment. Number 2, well, we're all in the beginning of the numbers. That is, well, and this is a real nice sweater, and I partially already know which yarns I'm gonna use. The main color is something I have to check. I saw something, but I'm not sure if it is the correct amount and the correct thickness. So this is a very beautiful sweater. It's the fall medley sweater, and the suggested yarn is DK weight. So I'll put it in here for you. So the color work, I have a few skeins of fluffy yarn, and it is going from purple, blue, light blue, pink, something, and I'll probably separate the colors, and as the yoke is knitted, it is really bands of color, so that will probably look the nicest. And I'm thinking about some blue hand-dyed yarn, but I'm not sure that is the right thickness, so it has to be a DK weight, but it might be. And then that is a very slick yarn, and the yarn for the motif is fluffy yarn, so I think that will be a nice contrast, the texture difference, but I might be totally wrong. But that's what I'm going to look for. So number 2 is the, I can't even read it without my glasses. I said it, fall medley sweater. All right. Well, I will look up for some yarn today, and then I will start tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to this one. I hope you're all enjoying your own knitting, and please let me know if you're working on something. It would be very nice to hear. And I will see you in a few days. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.